Hi, I'm Tim at Slide Dynamic, and this is a new version of our Prezi Dynamic application, which is an add-on to Prezi to allow you to jump to not only different views of Prezi, but make Prezi into sort of virtual sections and subsections. To explain it better, let me show you the way it works. So here I have a standard Prezi. It's just a sample. And you'll see, if I just start it, and this is on a PC, but it also works on a Mac. If I just go to the home view, you'll see that there are various sort of views in here. And I've kind of created different views based on different subject matter. One is different fruits, some cars, different James Bond actors, different presentation technologies, and even some SpongeBob characters. Point is that obviously if I click on one of these, I can go and view in. Okay, so that's my Prezi, and it's kind of created into sort of 5 virtual sections, and there's obviously a piece of content in each section, which is fine. So if I can go back to the beginning, and if I want to go through and navigate, obviously I can. But if I wanted to go to a different sort of section of that Prezi, it's not so easy. You have to kind of go out. So what we've done is created this. So I'm just going to copy these files in, and you'll see there's 2 new files. One is a new executable, and then there's an XML file, which is the navigation. As I say, there is a Mac version of this. Both of these work offline on a Prezi. So whether you create your Prezi on prezi.com and download it as a portable Prezi, or whether you use Prezi Desktop and export it as a portable Prezi, both of these work. So instead of using prezi.exe executable to start, I'll use this new executable, and you'll see a couple of new things. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go full screen. Okay, so you'll see here that there's a sort of a box, and there is a menu item. Now, the text here can be customized, and I'll come on to that in a moment. But basically, if I highlight over, you'll see these sort of 5 key sections, actually 6 key sections. Now, if I move my mouse over, you'll see that it kind of drops down in an accordion style. So if I go to Apple, it navigates to Apple. And if I keep cursoring over, I've got cars, Apple Innovations, SpongeBob People, so I can go to Patrick himself. I could go to Roger Moore. And the final one I've put in here is presentation technology, so I could go to Prezi, obviously. So the idea is that you can kind of mouse over and create these sort of sections and subsections like a hyper Prezi. The search box, if I type in cars, for instance, you'll see that only the car option comes up, so I can select Porsche, for instance. If I want to put in Peeps, then you'll see the 2 menu items with Peeps included in the text are there, so I can mouse over and I can only see them. So the idea is that you can create these sections and subsections of Prezi and navigate to any of the ones that you're interested in. And there's kind of no limit to the amount of sections and subsections. It will actually support Prezis of up to 500 path points or views. So that's it. All the text here can be customizable. The colors can be customizable, and I'll explain how that works in a second. So anyway, that's the basic principle. And as I say, there's a Mac and a PC version. So if I go to how you configure it, so you go to our website, and if you go to this section, Prezi Dynamic, and if you go to Extreme Config Form, it looks like this. So you'll see here that the menu header text, you can obviously put your own. You can decide what size of the menu buttons are displayed. You've got 4 different sizes to put, which is basically the font size of the text. And then you can put the button text color and the various colors for each menu item. So actually what I'll do is I will upload and adjust the one I've already made. So to do that, you simply browse, select, and once you've selected it, you hit upload, and there it is. So this is what the actual menu looks like. So I've tried to create, excuse me, I've tried to create a sort of structure that makes it sort of easy to move and change, because this is based on views. So you'll see here that I've set the colors of the various menu items, how many buttons are visible, you can adjust that, whether the search box is visible or not, you can turn it on and off. And then you'll see here, as in the prezi I've just shown, each sort of main menu item you can obviously adjust fruits of the world. So I'll change that. And if you want to kind of add or change one of those menu items, for instance, if you add another fruit, for instance, and you want to add it after apple, you can just hit insert. And what it basically does is it adjusts everything accordingly. So you could go and add another fruit, for instance, melon, I don't know, something like that. So, or if you sort of kind of take one of those out, you can just simply hit remove. And what it does is it actually reorders all the navigation for you, because it's based on path views. If you want to kind of remove a whole section, you can just hit remove, and it just basically takes that entire section out. If you want to, for instance, insert a menu item after cars and before Apple innovations, you just hit insert menu item. No, not like that. There you go. You hit insert menu item, we can give it a new title, and then you could create subsections with item names. And as you'll see, all the path views are adjusted accordingly, so it keeps your kind of navigation correct. And once you've done that, you simply hit download. There's the button. Save it. So what I'll do is just delete that, rename that, and then just start it again. Now obviously I haven't adjusted my prezi here, so it's not going to work. But you'll see fruits of the world is there. I've added a melon, but there's no melon in my prezi. I added that little section title there. It's got 2 blank sections because back in the form, you'll see I didn't add any section titles. So that's basically it. What it allows you to do is kind of create these it's free, you can download it, it works on a Mac and a PC, and if you go to our website you'll find the details of how to use it, where to download it, and such like. Anyway, sorry, a bit convoluted, a bit mucking about, but hopefully you get the general gist of it. Please feel free to use it. As I say, it's free to use, and just leave us a comment and we'll try and explain if it's not very clear. Thanks very much.